Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Good evening. Am I audible? Am I audible, children? Okay. Mahaganathipataye Namaha. Can you hear me? Good evening. Am I audible, children? Yeah. Good evening to all. I told you that we are going to learn word problems. Okay. Good evening, good evening. Only 9 are joined today, no problem. So that means only 9 people are interested in the class. Excellent. Hamza is not there. Hamza, Lohit Babu. ఇంకోటి ఎవడో ఉన్నాడు కదా, ఇంకో బాబు ఎవరు? Pavitra, Sahasra, many are there not joining. Good evening, Tanmay. Good. So I am going to start. First question for today. I will read out. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is 8 rupees, and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x kilometers and the total fare as y rupees, write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. See, this is a different situation over here. In a city, suppose if you want to hire a taxi in that particular city, there is a system over there. What is the system? For example, I will tell you. Suppose you want to travel a distance of 10 kilometers. For example, you want to travel a distance of 10 kilometers. So in what way they will charge? This distance they will divide it into two parts. One is the first kilometer, that is 1 kilometer, and the remaining kilometers. Okay na? Suppose you go, so you want to hire a taxi for 10 kilometers. There is a separate charge for the first kilometer, and there are separate charges for after first kilometers. For the remaining kilometers, there is a separate charge per kilometer. Understand, children? Once again I am telling. Suppose you want to travel 10 kilometers in the taxi. For the first kilometer, there is a separate charge. and for the remaining kilometers or remaining distance, per kilometer there is a separate charge. Okay na? In that way they will charge. So for the first kilometer they will take 8 rupees. That means 1 into 8. First kilometer they will take 8 rupees. Plus for the remaining kilometers they will take 5 rupees per kilometer. 5 rupees per kilometer. Here out of 10 kilometers, first kilometer 8 rupees, that is 1 into 8, plus remaining distance is 9 kilometers. 9 into each kilometer 5 rupees, that means 9 into 5. So the total fare is 8 plus 45, total 53 rupees. You have to pay 53 rupees per distance to travel 10 kilometers. Understand, children? Suppose I want to travel 50 kilometers in the taxi. I want to travel 50 kilometers in the taxi. Then first kilometer and remaining kilometers is 49. Is that right, children? First kilometer and remaining kilometers is 49. So for the first kilometer they will take 8 rupees. For remaining kilometers they will charge 5 rupees for each kilometer. 5 rupees per each kilometer. So 8 plus this is 245. Total 253 rupees that you have to pay for traveling 50 kilometers in the taxi. So this is the way they will collect money in that particular city. Now what happened is, suppose I want to travel X kilometers in the taxi. Suppose I want to travel X kilometer in the taxi. Then for the first kilometer and the remaining kilometers, out of X kilometers, first kilometer different charge is there and the remaining kilometers is X minus 1 different charge is there na? Now, so first kilometer 8 rupees plus remaining kilometers X minus 1 into 5 rupees. Is that right? Okay. Now, this total fare will be Y rupees. He is saying that the total fare is Y rupees. Now simplify this one. 8 plus 5x minus 5 is equal to Y. So if we simplify this one, 5x plus 3, 5x plus 3 is equal to Y. We got a linear equation. We got a linear equation in two variables. Is that right, children? Now we need to take the solutions and draw the graph of it. Now immediately take the solution, children. Tell the solutions. Srujay, wrong. 1 into 8. 1 into 8 plus x minus 1 into 5. That is the way they will charge. For the first kilometer 8 rupees and remaining kilometers, each kilometer 5 rupees. Yeah, 0, 3 first solution correct. 0, 3 is first solution correct. Next. I want more solutions. X 10, Y 53 correct. But you can't plot 10, 53 na nation. You have to plot this in the graph. Yeah, 2, 13 correct. Don't take negative values because here x is the distance, y is fair. Both are positives, na? You can take negative values also, no problem. No problem there. Oh, negative 2. Negative 7 correct. Negative 2, negative 7 correct. 1 comma 8 correct. So try to plot all these points. Tell me you are getting a straight line or not. So all these points are right only. Plot these points and tell me you are getting a straight line or not. You got straight line. Tejal got straight line.
3, 18.
Correct. 3 comma 18 also correct. Just you need to, yes, I got a straight line. Yes, very good. So you need to understand that any linear equation in two variable, if you draw the graph of it, you will get a straight line. That is what you have to understand. Any linear equation in two variable, if you draw the graph of it, you will get a straight line. Okay? Okay na? Next question. Can I move on to next question? Because that is what you are observing na, Vaishali. That is what you are observing. Your observation is that only na. Till now I think you have drawn 3 or 4 graphs, is that right? Did you got any other figure? No na. Actually the chapter name is linear equation in two variable. Linear means you will get straight lines. Quadratic means, why no? Quadratic means you will get curves, parabola. What is no? Okay. Next question. If you see the next question, if the work done by a body on application of constant force is directly proportional to distance travelled by the body, express this in the form of an equation in two variable and draw the graph of the same taking constant force as 5 units. Also read from the graph the work done when distance travelled by the body is 2 units and 0 units. Okay na? What is giving? మీరు 8th స్టాండర్డ్ లో డైరెక్ట్ అండ్ ఇన్వర్స్ వేరియేషన్ చదివారా? గుర్తుందా? క్లాస్ 8 లో డైరెక్ట్ అండ్ ఇన్వర్స్ వేరియేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇన్వర్స్ ప్రపోర్షన్ ఆర్ వేరియేషన్ ఆ టాపిక్ ఉంది, గుర్తుందా లేదా? ఎంతమంది గుర్తుంది? వర్క్ డన్ బై ఏ బాడీ ఈజ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్డ్ బై ద బాడీ. మరి డైరెక్ట్ ప్రపోర్షనల్ ఏంటి చెప్పండి? When we can say that two quantities are in direct proportion. one increases, the other one also increases. Very good. If S increases, Y also increases. Yes. This is first condition. What is the second condition? First condition is increase of one quantity leads to increase of another quantity. This is first condition. Can anyone say what is the second condition? No. That increase or decrease or that is first condition. If increase of one quantity leads to increase of another quantity, or decrease of one quantity leads to decrease of another quantity, this is first condition. There is another one. There is another one. There is another one. Second condition is there. No, wrong, Tejal. Increase of one quantity, decrease of another quantity, that is inverse variation. Yeah, I will tell you. X is directly proportional to Y. Means increase of X leads to increase of Y, or decrease of X leads to decrease of Y. That is first condition. Second condition is their ratio is constant. Their ratio is constant. X by Y is equal to K. మీకు గుర్తుంటుంది నేను చెప్పాను. X by Y is equal to K. If you are in my class, in class 8, I told this one. If two quantities are in direct proportion, first condition, increase of one quantity leads to increase of another quantity, or decrease of one quantity leads to decrease of another quantity. That is first condition. Second condition, their ratio X by Y is constant. Okay, children? Now, here what they told, work done is directly proportional to distance travelled. Work done is directly proportional to distance travelled. That means W by D is equal to K. W by D is equal to K. Okay, but here K is given as force, constant force. They said where K is a constant, where K is a constant, and constant in this problem given as force. W by D is equal to F, and F is given 5 units. F is given 5 units. Okay, now then W is equal to 5D. W is equal to 5D. This is a linear equation in two variables because the first variable is work, the second variable is distance. Work done is equal to 5 into distance. Now take the solutions, children. Now give different values for W, then you will get different values for D, and plot them in the graph. All infinite outcomes for one linear equation in two variable have same ratio. What is your question? I didn't understand. Yeah, in this particular question, W by D is 5 always. W by D is always 5. Now W and D are two variables here. If distance traveled is 2, work done is 10. So 10 by 2, 5 only na? If distance traveled is 5, work done is 25. 25 by 5, 5 only na?
1,
Work done. Distance traveled 1, what is work done? Distance traveled 5, distance traveled 10, distance traveled 20, then what is work done? What is work done?
2, 10.
If distance traveled is 1 unit, work done is 5 units. 25, 50, 100 and so on. Yeah, if distance traveled is 0, work done is 0. Correct? Now the solutions are,
5,
you have to take it as D comma W. D comma W. Distance traveled on x-axis, work done on y-axis.
1, 5, 5, 25, 10.
Distance traveled on x-axis, work done on y-axis. Then your solutions are 1 comma 5, 5 comma 25, 10 comma 50, 20 comma 100. If you give big numbers, you need to change the scale of the graph. Understand, children?
3, 15.
Yeah, you can keep 3 units of work done, distance traveled 3 units, work done 15 units. So you need to draw the graph like that.
4, 20.
So one more problem, last problem for today. In countries like USA and Canada, temperatures are measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, na? So Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 times of Celsius plus 32. This is an equation. Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 times of Celsius plus 32. So we need to take Fahrenheit as y and Celsius as x. The equation becomes y is equal to 9 by 5x plus 32. It becomes a linear equation in 2 variables. Now, there are some conditions given over there. See the first condition. If the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, then what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? No. Don't write your own solutions. There are the conditions over there, some conditions. If the temperature Celsius 30 degrees Celsius means x is 30 degrees Celsius. What is y? Celsius we are taking x na, and Fahrenheit y. So the first one is, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is Fahrenheit? That means if x is 30 degrees centigrade, what is y? Y is equal to 9 by 5 into 30 plus 32. 54 plus 32. 86 degree Fahrenheit. So the solution is 30 comma 86. 30 degree Celsius comma 86 degree Fahrenheit. Okay children. Now the second one. If y is, the question is different. If y is, means if Fahrenheit is 95 degree Fahrenheit, then what is x? Find out x children. If y is 95 degree, then what is x? If y is 95 degree Fahrenheit, then what is x? $35. Is that right? 35 degrees Celsius. Let me see. 95 is equal to 9 by 5x plus 32. 95 minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5x. So this is 63 is equal to 9 by 5x. And 63 into this 9 by 5 come to here and becomes 5 by 9 is equal to x. 9 ones are 9 sevens are. X is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. Correct. So the solution is 35 comma 95. The solution is 35 comma 95. Simplification ఎలా చేశానో చూసుకోండి. First I sent 32 to that side. 95 minus 32. Then 9 by 5 it get reversed when we move to the LHS. When we move it to the LHS it get reversed. 9 by 5 becomes 5 by 9. Now if x is 0, what is y? Tell me. If x is 0, what is y? What is y? If x is 0 degree Celsius, then what is y? 32 degree Fahrenheit, right? 0 comma 32, correct. Now if y is 0 degree Fahrenheit, what is x? If y is 0 degree Fahrenheit, what is x? If y is 0 degree Fahrenheit, then what is x na? Y 0. 0 is equal to 9 by 5x plus 32. 0 minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5x. Minus 32 into 5 by 9 is equal to x. Negative 160 by 9 is equal to x. Negative 160 by 9 degree centigrade. So negative 160 by 9 comma 0 is another solution. Okay children. Now lastly if both are same, if Fahrenheit as well as Celsius both are same, if both are equal to A, any value, A is any number, and what is that number? You tell me.
1.
Fahrenheit as well as Celsius both are equal to any number A. You have to find out that number. Your wish. 10, 20, 30, 40 you take like that. On both x-axis and y-axis, both. On x-axis and y-axis you take 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. Now first find out the last one. Fahrenheit as well as Celsius. That means if x and y both are same, both are equal to any number, what is that number? I am taking that number as A. Can anyone say that number? That means A is equal to 9 by 5 A plus 32. I want to find out that number. Fahrenheit and Celsius both are same. Let it be A. Let it be A. Is there a temperature which is numerically same in both Fahrenheit and as well as Celsius? F, C రెండు ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయా? ఈక్వల్ అయితే ఏ వాల్యూ దగ్గర ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయి. Let us assume that value is A. Let us assume that value is A. Fahrenheit and Celsius both are equal at a particular value A, and I want to find out that value. Now simplify this. Take LCM. 9A plus 160 na 5A is equal to 9A plus 160. 5A minus 9A is equal to 160. Negative 4A is equal to 160. A is equal to 160 by negative 4. So negative 40. So negative 40, x is equal to negative 40 degrees Celsius, y is equal to negative 40 Fahrenheit. So both are equal at negative 40 degree. Negative 40 degree centigrade is same as negative 40 degree Fahrenheit. Understand, children? Yeah. So that's all for today. And tomorrow you don't have any class. We'll meet on Monday. But children, I want to tell you one thing. Tomorrow, 160 na 32 into 5. LCM తీసుకుంటే రాదా నేషన్ 32 into 5 160 కాదు అక్షయ్ tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. I am taking an online session on Vedic mathematics. Multiplications in Vedic mathematics. And how to multiply the numbers in an easy way using Vedic methods. ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ మీద ఆన్లైన్ సెషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను 5 pm కి If you are interested, you can join in that. మీకు సింప్లిఫికేషన్స్ బాగా రావాలి అంటే వేదిక్ మెథడ్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి ఖచ్చితంగా. ఓకేనా? సింప్లిఫికేషన్స్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఫిజిక్స్లో సింప్లిఫికేషన్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రోల్ ప్లే చేస్తాయి. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ స్ట్రాంగ్ ఎట్ సింప్లిఫికేషన్స్, then you will be strong in maths and as well as science also, especially in physics. So Vedic methods నీకు బాగా హెల్ప్ అవుతాయి. కాబట్టి ముఖ్యంగా మల్టిప్లికేషన్, డివిజన్, స్క్వేరింగ్, స్క్వేర్ రూట్, క్యూబింగ్, క్యూబ్ రూట్ ఇవి మీరు బాగా నేర్చుకోవాలి, ఈ 4 కాన్సెప్ట్స్. ఓకేనా? నేర్చుకుంటే మీకు ఫర్దర్గా రాబోయే రోజుల్లో 10th స్టాండర్డ్ అవన్నీ ఇంకా 5 స్టాండర్డ్స్ ఇంకేమైనా మీకు బాగా హెల్ప్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది నా ఉద్దేశంలో. సో మీరు రేపు సాయంత్రం 5 o'clock జస్ట్ 1 hour ఉంటుంది సెషన్. ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఏంటి అందరూ జాయిన్ అయితే మంచిది. ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి కాదు, అందరూ జాయిన్ అయితే మంచిది. వేదిక్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ నేర్చుకుంటే మంచిది. ఓకేనా? So don't miss that opportunity. Okay. So join with me tomorrow at 5 p.m. for learning Vedic mathematics, multiplications. Okay. So dhanyawad children. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Mahaganadhapate.